Hey YouTube, it's Atlas and Dino from Generation Dan.
Hello.
What's up, y'all? So this isn't a podcast episode. This is something that happened to me a little bit ago. I dated this person in high school, and I haven't spoken to her in over a decade. At 1 a.m., which is not a good way to start a sentence. At 1 a.m., she sent me a bunch of messages through Facebook.
How many, Atlas? How many is a bunch to you?
I don't have them counted. What I have them counted is in screenshots. There's 14. I have 14 of these screenshotted, and we're going to go through it, and Dino is just going to kind of make fun of it with me. I will not say this person's name, as I want to protect their identity, but also, it's very mean, and you will think of me very differently by the time this is over.
Yeah, that's possible, but realistically, listen, I don't think that the plan was for these texts to be like, hey, man, you're doing great. Keep up the good work.
Yeah,
I'm not,
and also...
I don't feel like that's a 1 a.m. text.
All right, here we go. Hey, I'm concerned for Dan. Dan's a friend of ours. He hasn't spoken to me in about a week. He and I often keep in touch, and last time we spoke, he was going through some shit. Have you been in touch with him recently, and do you know if he is alive? Okay.
Now, right there, though, in her defense, this time of that we've, the pandemic time, there has been, like, I've lost a few friends that are totally out of blue and stuff, so that's not an unreasonable question. A little odd timing, a little, but,
That Dan is one of my best friends. He and I talk a lot. He's fine. It's just that he's blocked her. So, in her head, is he dead? No, he blocked you. But, like, I lack object permanence, therefore, he's dead.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Yo, don't tell him, but last time we spoke, he told me into a white substance to tolerate the late restaurant shifts. Which, as far as I can tell, that's not true, because I talked to him. Because he hasn't blocked me.
Well, listen, number one, a lot of the times, I think people will say things that aren't actually true to make them look a certain way, like a cool person and or a party animal. So that's fair. I understand. There can be some confusion. Also, too, restaurants, let's be honest, everybody's on coke. That's just how it is. That gets you your food service piping hot, people. So don't knock it. Okay?
And also, I guess prevents you from feeling pain, because if you pick up a too hot plate, you're like, yeah, whatever, I'm on coke.
I had burns. Burns on my forearms because I could grab 3 plates with my hands. Mm-hmm. 4 if the fourth one was a small one. Mm-hmm. But then I would put I'd put a plate on my forearm, and that would always burn me. And they're like, no, you're supposed to put a towel. I'm like, there's no time. There's no time.
Gotta get everyone their food. I'm being paid less than minimum wage. Need help.
True. And Canadian dollars is even less than minimum wage.
Oh my god. I told him he's spreading himself too thin, dude, with the degenerate parents and the insecure GF. It's not the first time he was caught up in toxicity. This sucks. Dan deserves better.
That's a weird statement.
Again, this is at 1 a.m. So imagine her just going, hey, have you talked to our friend? I think he's dead. Also, he deserves better. Are you asleep right now? I didn't know that.
Listen, let's be honest. That's exactly how it sounds. I'm just going to throw it out there. Maybe there was some more of that white substance involved. Because 1 o'clock in the morning, you're going, hey, is everyone else up? Are we going to talk? We should talk. Let's talk about something.
It's like that How I Met Your Mother thing. Nothing good happens after 2 a.m. I think we could put it back to 1 after this.
Yeah. My dad would always say that's when the ghosts are out. I'm like, what are you talking about?
When the ghosts are out?
Yeah, he goes, that's only time for bad people and ghosts. I'm like, what are you... Oh, God, okay.
All right, the next thing is serious topic, and it's like surrounded by asterisks as if to say, like, we are now separating from worrying about my possibly dead friend, which he isn't, to a serious topic.
Because your dead friend, not that serious. Let's be honest.
Not that serious, apparently.
If anything, he's having a great time. He's having a great time with his insecure girlfriend and his white powder. Hey, good for him.
But I
Live
met
in the
his
now.
girlfriend. She's quite nice. Wonderful lady.
You know what? Have you ever met anyone in a relationship that is completely secure?
No, of course
No.
not.
Why?
Yeah.
It's called love, and it's a horrible punishment that God has bestowed upon mankind.
Anyway, if you're ever bored, come up to wherever she lives and do some acid at my place. It's big enough for a party. I want to remind you, you said people who studied at SMC, Santa Monica College, were losers. I'm from Santa Monica. I can unfortunately say that, yes, I ripped on community college before I went to
Who
college.
hasn't? And realistically, yeah, I went to college, and I made fun of myself. So I didn't go to university, because university was for, like, smart people. I'm like, I was shifty.
Yeah.
And there was a time I was thinner, much prettier.
She continues, I was a bookkeeper for Hollywood folks, lol. I'm in my sophomore year of college. What's your highest position? Administration for your own fucking dad. That's nepotism. It doesn't mean you're qualified. Yes, I did work in my dad's office. He is retired now. I still work there. If they wanted to fire me at any point, they could have.
Well, like, that's a very weird reason to be butthurt. That's nepotism.
Yes.
Okay, and your point? You think that favoritism and knowing somebody hasn't existed since the dawn of time and has altered people's position? Yeah.
I mean, I'm against the idea of nepotism, but only if the person involved doesn't have the ability to do the thing they're hired to do, which I'm good at my job.
Apparently, she doesn't think so, there, friend.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'd have more respect for you if you admitted how wrong and cringe you are to many individuals. Yes, I am and was and will continue to be. You were really a white privileged ass. I remember just because I didn't know some show-off age you liked, you asked me, where's your culture? Which I think I said at one point when I was like 17. Yeah, of course.
When you're 17?
Yeah.
Listen, man, you don't even know what's in your pants. How are you going to fucking... It doesn't even... Come on.
Oh my god. No, this is one of those things where when I read through it, I was like, this is all completely correct, and also, holy fuck, that hurts. Like,
it does. She is not taking it slow.
Oh, yeah. My culture is in the domain outside of popular culture and U.S. television. Does that make me trash? Did that give you the right to be such an arrogant piece of shit? I'm sorry that your identity is borrowed from media constructs. You do realize that people who make TV are not the most brilliant people in the world, right? Whatever. Keep stealing their dumbass jokes and continue being a watered-down Jay Leno. I'm a watered-down Patton Oswalt. Let's make that very clear.
Yeah, but with the chin and facial structure of a little bit of Jay Leno. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Also, let's also be honest. Jay Leno's a watered-down Jay Leno.
Also true.
Yeah.
That is a valid point. It's not.
Yeah. If Jay Leno in the 70s was like a Manhattan, Jay Leno now is a Manhattan with way too many ice cubes that's melted over time.
Yeah, and you filled it up with White Claw. You're like, it's not. No, that doesn't mix.
So clearly the lowest common denominator is your target audience, and then the little thumbs up, which I'm guessing they just hit by accident because it's right next to the like send key.
Well, I think it was more like a instead of like a hey. It was.
I literally think it was just by accident when they were trying to type. They hit it. By the way, the university you went to sucks, and that's why That's why you can't get a real job outside of your dad's office.
Hold on. Is your university better than Santa Monica College?
Yes.
Then it doesn't matter.
It's a UC. It's not
I don't
best
know.
UC, but it's not UC Merced. That should just be.
That just sounds horrible.
That should just be UCR's slogan. At least for not UC Merced.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Also, let's be honest. What college you went to does not matter in getting jobs.
No. Well, it's the same like high school, right? Everyone lives like, oh, I went to high school. I was so cool. And you're like, yeah, but nobody cares, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I went to this university. Okay, once you hit the working world, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see, oh, did you bring a copy of your degree or your transcript? No, nobody cares.
I'm asking for advice because I love your BFF. The aforementioned one that they think is dead.
Which...
Is he dead? I love him.
Yeah, that hurts my brain, man.
If it is best to stay with, the friend's girlfriend, so be it. But I am confident I can provide a better future for the man. I need your permission. You just spent like several paragraphs making fun of who I am, who I was,
Well,
where I
belittling your
came from.
existence,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I need your permission to go boink your best friend.
It's this crazy idea of love lost that never actually was,
Mm-hmm.
but this adamant stand of where it's like, I can do so much better for him. And you're like, that's not a thing. You have
Yeah.
no idea. How many times have you seen someone be like, I want that as my girlfriend? 10 minutes later, be like, that bitch is crazy. And how many girls have walked up to a guy and been like, oh, you look nice, and then 3 seconds in going, oh, you're a sex pest. No thanks.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Or
just
it's like, oh man, that guy's so hot, and then he like opens his shirt and he's got a Confederate flag on it. You're like, nope, I'm done. I'm out.
Or he just all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And you're like, "What kind of voice is that? Get out of here, man!"
At this point, I have not answered. Why? Because I'm asleep. Because it's 2 in the morning on like a Wednesday. This isn't even like Saturday night. There's
That's
not a
got
chance I would be up at this point. TBH, you don't even have to answer. Good, I'm not. You've expressed that your life is fine without problems, and you don't need any improvement, and that is not true, by the way. I need many improvements. I need to not have a nice B cup. I need to be getting steady comedy work so that I can quit said job. I need to not be paying for car insurance through my mom. And lots of other things.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the insurance thing.
Yep, that's why a rich kid like yourself with a private education went to a third-tier UC.
Not nice.
No, of course not. I mean, okay, my parents ran each other out of money by like 2009 for the most part. So that doesn't make me poor. Doesn't make me rich either.
Well, it's not even that. Who gives a shit? Like
Yeah.
this is a very high school perspective on
totally.
what adult life is, and you're like, not even close.
I think it's this thing where, like, you know how when you meet the people you went to high school with, like you like regress to who you were. Then
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm
Same
guessing,
thing with siblings. Same thing with all sorts of things. Yeah.
This is happening like super fast. You know.
Yeah. Listen, and the delivery not so nice. It's not sugar coated.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's the same idea. Is when you don't see somebody for a long time, you assume you're meeting the same person. When the fact is, we're different 10 minutes later, depending on what we're doing. Right? Mm-hmm. It's things will change your life, and that's just whether it's conversation, an experience, an issue, a perspective change, right? All those things factor in. So being the same person is impossible. It's just not going to happen. Otherwise, comedy would be a lot easier. I'll tell you that much.
Definitely. Why can't you acknowledge how dumb and ignorant you are? It would be a fucking riot rather than listening to your story about jacking off to your dad, an infamous, often parodied joke, which she's referring to the time my dad caught me masturbating.
See, that's the thing is that's worded not accurately. Like I'm reading it going, hey, that's not nice. That's not like.
I love that. Like this is works. Getting Dino to just be like, instead of like ripping out, you're like, that's just not nice, man.
It's cool. Just not nice. It's just not nice.
The whole joke is basically he comes in, I don't know what to say, so I just go, hey, I was just thinking about you. That's the so.
The best part is that's a very you experience. Like, I feel like you would be like, let's just act like everything's normal. Like, I was just thinking about you. It's like, damn it. Yeah, no. It's the same thing when I've said to people, I'm like, I'm not feeling well. I'm not going to be able to make it. And they're like, oh, but we need to pick that thing up. I'm like, okay, I'll meet you halfway. And then I'm like, wait, no, I'm not feeling well. I can't meet you halfway. I don't want to leave the house. Can you come and pick it up?
I'm telling you this because I care about art. It's not all about you, all caps. Sheesh, like 12 E's. Would it hurt you to pay attention to others? I'm asleep. I have not seen any of these messages.
For reference, what was the time period of all of these messages? Like, when was a start time versus an end time?
So somewhere between 1 and 3 a.m. This is all happening.
You said it was a Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, right?
Yeah. N-word. She's not black, by the way.
Yeah. Ends with an A, at least. Yeah. That's good.
I got accepted to all UCs, and you always called me incompetent and underachieving, which I don't think I did.
I really hope not, because those are really mean words there, Atlas.
Yeah, I really don't think I did.
When I want to escalate a matter to, like, if it's a customer service situation and I want to insult the person without swearing, because if you swear on a phone call,
They hang up on you.
They hang up on you. So I'll tell them they're incompetent at what they're doing and they should find other work. And they get so mad. And I'm like, no, you're incompetent. I'm like, you know what that means? Do you understand how bad that is? So yeah, underachieving. I think we're all underachieving to some level.
Mm-hmm. We're millennials. We're all underachievers. Yeah.
No. Like, dude, I'm a Gen Xer, and like even still, I haven't lived up to my potential. I'm working on that, but that's an ever-going process because there's trauma, there's experiences, there's delays, there's all sorts of things that get in the way. But it's the aspiration to always achieve. Incompetent, yeah, that's really mean.
I really don't think I called her that. Like, I have. It's been a decade. I've forgotten all of the dumb shit I've said in high school. She's probably got a Charlie It's Always Sunny meme bulletin board with everything I've ever said on there.
That's a long time that you lived rent-free in her mind. Like,
yeah,
long time. Get some help. Like, like seriously.
Yeah. I go to insert name of college here because it is the center of medical and scientific innovations. I'm a scientist, FYI, but you assume people are all degenerate idiots. I could have gone to any other UC because they accepted me, but I care about the future and social mobility, so I went to UC blank. SFSU, San Francisco State, even rescinded their decision to take you, which is correct. They did.
What did you do?
I let my grades slip a little bit. They rescinded, which I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it was like, oh, you're in. That's completely my fault. I definitely let that happen.
Yeah, well, I find it funny that like, no, because I care about the future and social mobility, which is like, that you're an idiot. Sorry.
I care about the future and social mobility, which is why I have slid into your DMs at 2 a.m. to go off on you. I'm not trying to make you feel like shit. Oh, really? I'm trying to make you realize that you're a very common American with limited critical skills.
That seems like a lot of people, though, in existence these days, right? Like, that's too generic of an attack, but like, she's really being mean.
But the generic hits keep on coming, like Kids Bop. You are not particularly smart. You are not particularly sweet. You are not particularly insightful. To be honest, I have reason to believe that you are a narcissist.
That's
Maybe
true.
You don't.
That's just, come on, let's be honest.
What, me? Yeah, probably.
Yeah. If you do stand-up comedy and you enjoy it to the point where you want to go back, you're definitely a narcissist.
If you run podcasts because and you enjoy it, you're a narcissist for sure.
100%.
Yeah. Maybe you don't love yourself, but perhaps you're obsessed with hating yourself. It's not like the entire public finds you that funny. Everyone has issues, you wealthy fat fuck. Care about people more, eh? It's free and it won't hurt you. Thumbs up.
The fact that she said fat wealthy fuck and not
wealthy
not,
fat
like,
fuck?
Fat rich fuck. You're like, the fact that she's used wealthy, it's like, lady.
No.
So much of your brain is being used on this that is not a good expenditure of resources at all. She does got you pegged a little bit, though.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. No. Like about half of the stuff she's saying is true, or at least continues to be true. Nobody likes who they are at 17, and I am showing this to you, internet, because I am trying to have a reckoning with this. Oh, by the way, she then follows that up with, guess what, bitch? I have more money than you could ever accumulate in your own life by your merit. Which I thought the point wasn't to be obsessed with money. Now you're just like, all right, you wealthy fuck, I'm wealthier than you. Ha-ha!
Guess what, bitch? I got more money than you! And you're like...
Okay, and?
Awesome. Okay.
My girlfriend makes more money than me. Fine. I am happy to clean the apartment so I get to do what I want. It's whatever. Doesn't bother me.
Hey.
I managed Hollywood peeps in my sophomore year of college. What did you do? I don't know. Be in a healthy relationship?
And you know what? I know that sounds like she needs good dicking. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is she needs people around her that actually give a shit and are willing to, because like, not okay, man.
I made major ass cash on my own. Your parents, I bet, are running out of resources to support themselves along with your ass. Yes and no, respectively.
But we're all running out of resources. That's just...
Oh yeah, totally. You probably didn't think about this scenario, though, because I'm asleep. Because you're a self-centered, autistic prick. Many people like yourself attend my school and I hate them. You all think you're smart. It doesn't mean you really are. You whites are fucking shameless.
You whites are fucking shameless. She's right. It's true.
You guys hate cultures and language because you have none besides American English. That's pretty true if you look at all of American history. Again, that's not my fault, though.
That feels like there's a lot of hate here, and some of it, she's got you by the short and curlies, I gotta say. But like a lot of it, you're like, I think you might just be racist, lady. Like that's.
I grew up exactly 1 mile east of you, and your family still considered me trash because of my background.
I don't think it was your background. I think it's because you're a little bit trashy.
You're a fucking idiot. Not you, me. You may be with someone now, but it is a shallow and limited relationship. We're moving in together next month. We've been together a year. And we very much love each other. So.
Haven't seen each other in 10 years.
Yeah.
How does she know? What, like...
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just saying, check your belongings for listening devices and trackers.
The world would greatly improve if people like yourself actively worked on being better human beings. Correct. Rather than expecting everybody to conform to their ideas of personhood in the USA. Also correct. Anyway, sweet dreams, fart hole. So, yeah. That's the ex's tirade.
She said some things. She said some things. She is giving away real estate in her mind for long-term rental.
What I'm going to say is, think of me how you will or not. Of course, I, like, white guy, cis, straight white guy. Duh. Like, it's completely understandable to think that I am privileged, which I am. But that being said, I don't slide into people's DMs at fucking 3 in the morning and just go off on them like this.
Well, I think what a lot of people don't realize is the fact that even the poorest people who live in, say, in the United States, Canada, places like Australia, a lot of places in Europe, have it, the worst, most poverty-stricken still have it significantly better than in other countries, right? Like, there's a significant line with that, and that's what a lot of people forget. We're like, you're just, you don't get it. And you're like, listen, you don't get it either, because there are other places that things are not easy, where people fight for their lives on a daily basis, right? So
yeah, but that doesn't like necessarily make her, her problems not matter. But
she's got problems.
She's got problems. But yelling at your ex in the middle of the night who you haven't talked to for 10 years is definitely not the way to solve them.
This is the real question. What is the fucking point?
I don't
53
know.
messages in the middle of the night.
I don't know. To that, I hope you enjoyed this little YouTube excursion. Shout out to my friend Dan, who the beginning of that was about, and not the namesake of Generation Dan, but whatever, close enough. To people watching, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you don't hate me too much. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, tell a friend.
Yeah.
Share this video if you.
Share your experience in the comments to us about something like this that's happened to you. We would love to hear about it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you on Thursday for the regular episode.